So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a man who played high school ball here in LaGrange, Texas, J.K. Dobbins. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. This time Jackson will throw it. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. To throw again is Jackson. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
On is the punter Cook, who sends it away. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. He gets it to Cooks. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Taken down at the
success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On 2nd and 2, Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. From the gun, here's Watson. It finds his target, Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Johnson on the counter. Past the 20. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big run there by Johnson, 42 yards. 1st and goal from the 6. Throw completed by Watson, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play, not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now Watson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. They were searching for the tight end, Darren Fells. But now it's 3rd and goal.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Watson. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. David Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Good. Makes the score Texans 7, Ravens nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Baltimore.
J.K. Dobbins. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Game at 7. Justin Tucker to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
It's our time. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. 48, Mark. 48 and 24. That's a screen. Pass.
Watson to give. This is Johnson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
At the 44.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Mike 48.
Watson now to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans have taken the lead. And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention with this quick strike offense.
I thought you were going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did.
The kickoff for Houston.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to that lap into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
25, Duke Johnson.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
48.
From the 40 now on second down. Watson, and that's complete to Cooks. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Brings up third.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. And we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go. For it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
He's talking man. Hey. 4 down.
Off the draw, here's Johnson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
48,
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson, he's got Fuller. And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
1st and goal.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Check, crunch.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. David Johnson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans push further out in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they had scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
4 yards remain for 2nd down. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
First down and more for Jackson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try.
But I think the ball's out.
The tight end.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown.
Lamar Jackson as time expires in the first half. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment and you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Right back to Dobbins on first. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Complete to Mark Andrews.
Granted, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. They'll try to run with Dobbins, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Out of the gun, Watson. Open man, the tight end fails. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
That's a gain of 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Faking the give. Now Watson. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
1st and 10.
First down Texans. Watson hooking up with Cooks. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They toss it out right to Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28.
Johnson, the ball
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
back at the 28-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap for Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
From just shy of midfield, Watson. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 36. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back.
Reset. 19. Skating situation. Let's go. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Alert.
Watson on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
You got nothing. 41 Mike. 41 Mike.
Watson. And it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
The 22-yard line.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas.
Kill.
Throwing again is Watson. It's complete. Stills. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. 11 yards there. First down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Watch your slack. 48 to Mike. Get that quarterback. And
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
let's get it together, defense. Let's get it back. Check 48's the Mike. Check 48's the Mike. 24. Twist. Under 10.
On first down, Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. Calais Campbell on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's see what you got.
To throw is Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. That's out to the left and complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 58 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Johnson, the ball.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Second and 5.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Operating from the gun. Watson firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Watson's pass.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That's a gain of 4.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. From the gun, Watson finding fouls complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought him down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on 1st down. Johnson. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Switch. 31.
Now it's Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
On third down, Johnson. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Johnson. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield.
8-yard line.
$13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together. Hey, look, 48. Look,
Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
And with the play clock running low, Bill O'Brien's going to signal for a timeout as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
This is it. 19. Bring it. Bring it. 48. 48 mark. 48 mark.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And now they're not going to get the kickoff in time. And that will make this a more difficult prospect. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 21 yards there. A big play. Off of play action, it's Watson. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown. Forget overtime. They're going to win the football game right now.
And that score, in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
The finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and